amazing. No.
That was beautiful. There we go. Live with false heads on Scruff of the Neck TV.
Going on you all day, no night to hang into hate. What's to come to your estate? Such a fraction of you're always on the radar. You're always on the radar. You're always on the radar. Radar, radar, radar. Lying still, yeah. How my head got dead. Lying still, yeah. How my head got dead. How my head got dead. How my head got dead. Close on you. So desperate, no plans, no investment, no start. On a long day, on a pot, for a pound out of anyone. You're always on the radar. You're always on the radar. You're always on the radar. Radar, radar.
week you're going to be back in Manchester because we're trying to arrange a run, aren't we, Barney?
Yeah, we are. Yeah. Well, so I want to try and do like a couple of 5Ks if I can, keep myself a little bit healthy. Because tour is
that
quite
5 keys or
quite. Well, so it depends on the day. So I'll do 5 keys and then I'll do 5K.
You got to do it in that order.
In that order.
One helps the other. Then
fucking like 8:30 in the morning. Fancy a run?
Oh God!
Yes!
Always! God, I've run to the moon.
I race you to London.
the Lance Armstrong workout.
Oh God! So yeah, you're on tour. So it must be nice because your first album you released and then lockdown hit. So were you a bit nervous about releasing the second one in case it happened again?
Yeah, like yeah, the first one just got like completely derailed, but then people picked up on it, and that was kind of what made us keep going, really. Because obviously, I think like a lot of artists and musicians, we didn't really know what was going to happen. I don't think anyone did. And then people responded to it really well. Then we toured that album maybe 18 months after, and the tour was great. So we just kept going, but yeah, no, I think you respond to how people respond to stuff a lot of the time, and I think when you had nothing to do, which we didn't, we just got back into the groove of it, and yeah, it came. I think it's better than the first album.
We did have a chat with Putin. We tried to get him to hold it back a little bit.
We did, yeah, we did, yeah.
It's always something, is it, with you lot?
Yeah.
Your timing's impeccable.
Yeah, no,
honestly, I'm actually nervous about you releasing a third album.
I know.
Everything's just on fire.
Kim Jong-un is like making his dent.
He's the cover art for the next one. this genuinely was your lockdown baby. This was the
big
lockdown
time, yeah.
album.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be out and playing it live then?
I mean,
Great,
yeah. It's kind of weird though, because I suppose with the first album, a lot of the songs were old. It was basically, you know, a combination of brand new songs that we wrote like in the last 3 months before we recorded it, and the 4 years until we got to that point. Whereas this one, apart from one song that was rewritten and one that was oldish, they were all brand new songs that we wrote.
Well, that's got to feel great to be, after 18 months of doing the same ones, to be bringing some new energy to the live.
Definitely. And even when we was rehearsing them, you just get a new kind of like spike of energy when there's songs that are brand new. And but yeah, a lot of them, this is the first time people are going to hear them live. So.
Well, Millwall Steve wants to know, what's the band's favourite track of Sick Moon?
1,000 Cuts is mine, probably.
1,000 Cuts?
Mine the end for me, personally.
Nice.
I'm going to throw a bit of a curveball is Doll's Eye, which is the track that ends it, which was kind of like...
Is that your favourite?
I think so, yeah.
No, out of all of them.
Yeah.
You're like, no, I hate that one.
So,
I don't mind it. It's a curveball.
yeah,
curveball.
so at the start of the process, we were kind of wondering like what we're going to do, like where we're going to take this, and we kind of had a few ideas that were in the works, and I think Jake mentioned just do 10 bangers. So we just write 10 bangers. It's not necessarily like a concept album per se, or there's not anything like, there's not a story that runs through it necessarily. It's just 10 big songs that we like and we enjoy, and they have
But
their
they're all
own.
from the same time.
They're from there at the same time, and they have their own identity within whatever sphere we were in mentally, making that record. And Doll's Eye was the track that was kind of, it wasn't done, and we got into the studio, and it was we were kind of,
that sounds like a rarity for you. Like,
yeah,
you don't seem to have it
massively
already.
so, yeah. We'd usually go with like something fairly well prepared and structured and like taken apart and put back together again. But that was one that we did then and there, and the energy of the recording session that we had, and kind of the energy of the last sort of 12 months that we put into that record, I feel like came out in that song. It goes into various different directions.
It changes a lot. That one kind of evolves quite a bit.
Yeah, and
it's a really strong ending to the album as well.
There's a beautiful moment that I really like where like me and Luke are basically shouting at each other at one part in the song, and I think that kind of embodied a fair part of the relationship that we've had over the last like 5 or 6 years. And just like, there's like a big scream as well, and that was the last thing that I recorded on that record as well, was just that massive scream, and it was really, really emotional doing that.
It's quite cathartic.
It is, yeah, and like the release of doing that, and the release of just like being in a little box room and just like shouting a scream as hard as you can is pretty brutal, and it was an emotional experience. And so being able to hear that back and knowing that what went into the rest of the album, and then this kind of almost like medley of the things that have been going over the last year got put into that last track, Doll's Eye, and that's one of the reasons I like it. It was also the first recorded shuffle that I was able to play on the drums. So,
and there we go. Are you going to be playing that tonight?
No.
No. After really did the big sell on Doll's Eyes, and they went.
Yeah, we're not
to the
playing that
audience.
one.
I don't think any of us remember how to play that one. Yeah, I had a broken arm when I was playing that in the studio as well. Like,
Yeah.
So in the studio, you had a broken arm in the studio.
I played that. I was just out of surgery. I think I was out of the cast. Because we did most of the album. I broke my arm.
That's not physio appropriate, really. Well, I'm sure they were like, yeah, just get straight back in.
I can't. Yeah, no.
Do you want to tell him how you did that?
Hey,
not really.
there we go. You're interviewing yourselves now, which is beautiful.
All I will say is never arm wrestle anyone. It's not a good idea.
Was it you?
No.
You
No.
look like, yeah.
No, it was some randomer from a pub, wasn't it?
Yeah. Roofer.
Yeah.
You
Never arm wrestle. If there's anything you can take away from Sick Moon, is do not arm wrestle a roofer.
Never
Yeah,
arm wrestle
that's
a roofer. The B-side to Sick Moon.
Sounds like an Idol song, really.
It
to be honest,
does.
as well.
hide, no seek. Seems like a mess to me as all the rest drip through the leak. Oh well, the package, yo, top both slip wrist. All the rest should ignore the best I'm bringing to me. All hands have been off the day, now it's brought in me. It's like I through my sights, I imagine what to see. Try to say, gotta be the best out of me and you. 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 Got down the rabbit hole. Oh, I must see. Seems like a mess to me and all the rest drip through the leak. Got well the baggage out. Stop wasting bricks. All the rest ignore the rest. I bring it to the finish. Hands have been off the dead. Now it's brought in me. So I cut through my sights. I imagine what to see. Try to say, gotta be the best out of me and you. 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 Hey! Back down the rabbit hole. 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 I say, 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 I say.
I mean, this is the thing though. Like, big people support you live, especially. Like Iggy Pop says you're one of the best live bands in the world. How does that feel? Can we just like, just come down for a moment? Like Iggy Pop.
Yeah.
He's never actually seen us.
He's seen clips.
Is he a
He's seen
li-
clips.
Are you
He's seen
saying
clips.
Iggy Pop's a liar?
I'm saying he's not as young as he used to be. That's
This
all
is
I'm saying.
I'm here today to finally see you.
Yeah, it
Here he is. I'd love it if by some
Incredible.
miracle, can someone just walk on with a top off and we'll say it's Iggy Pop?
Or like stars in your eyes.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I am the passenger. But it's not just that. It's like you've got the Ramones manager.
That's how.
He's
So that's
seen
how
that,
that happened with Iggy.
Yeah.
Basically, he saw us in a pub. He told Iggy. Iggy played our songs. He really liked it, and
That sounds like
yeah,
a Bowie track.
yeah, it does.
Iggy
Yeah.
played our songs.
But yeah, no, it is amazing. And Raw Power was one of the first like real albums I ever got into. So yeah, it's an amazing feeling. But you still have to graft a lot. Like a quote from Iggy, it might
It's
be
not just
good
a quote.
to.
I mean, every single he goes, yeah, I'm going to play it.
He
He's
does,
like-
yeah,
it's
he does,
On his Six
yeah.
Music show, he just goes straight across the board.
He does,
That's
yeah.
a lot of trust.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
someone to go like, are you ever tempted to send in some real shit and just see if it gets on the radio?
I'm not sure he listens to it. To be honest. I'm
Yeah.
not sure he listens
I mean,
to it.
we've
But
had like he sent us like nice little photos of him holding our record
Yeah,
up
that
on
was cool.
Sunset Boulevard and
Yeah.
stuff like that. He's driving in a convertible and there he is with
Yeah,
our
we
fucking
sent it- we
I
record.
sent
think he does this shit.
no, he does. He
Because
does. I'm joking.
there are songs that have been sent out to him and he hasn't played.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
that, I
yeah.
think that
Oh,
means
now we
that-
now we
Now
see the
we
truth.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
which is Iggy's least favourite track on the album. Let's find that out.
Yeah, no. To be fair, he's like all jokes aside, he is actually a proper safe dude. Like we send it to him. He'd play some tracks that he likes. He doesn't play others. And yeah, we sent him to say thank you. I can't remember what record it was. It might have been the first one. And he sent us a little photo of him holding it in his car, like in Sunset Boulevard.
That's mad.
It is mad.
There's
Yeah,
something
yeah.
you've touched has touched him and he's put it in his car.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the ultimate thing. Like, if someone's listening to it in the car,
Yeah.
they've gone out of the way. I think
Yeah,
that's like they've
that's
gone
true,
out of the
actually, yeah.
way
Yeah.
to bring that in. Like, that's miraculous.
Yeah, no, it's
So,
incredible.
I
It's
think you
incredible.
made it, guys. You can retire after the tour.
Box ticked.
Yeah, box tick.
Finished.
So you